What's up, everybody? This is DeWitt Scott with another edition of the Daily Reading Room, where I do a book review for every day of the 2022-23 academic school year. And this book review is about a very popular, well-known book by a very popular, well-known author. It is I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings by none other than Maya Angelou. And this is my copy, but I've worn it down to death. I've lost the front cover, but I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings by Maya Angelou. And this is an autobiographical work that she's done. What makes Maya Angelou just so amazing, besides everything she's done over her career, her autobiographies actually span a series of 7 books. She sort of, if you read all 7, you can sort of piece together her life. This one, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, I believe, I'm not sure, but I believe is the most popular, most widely circulated. It covers, this book, Caged Bird Sings, covers her life from toddler to the age of 16. And it just talks about her experience of growing up in the South under her grandmother and all of the things that she experienced as a child with her and the rest of her family. It's a book that is, in some circles, is banned and controversial, although I see no reason for it to be banned. But it is pretty detailed in terms of racism, the overt racism that she faces. And it also talks about the instance as a child when she was raped by an adult male. And just her story being so well written because she was such a great writer and just so eloquently detailed. I think it really hit home for a lot of people who read the book. There's a lot that resonates with people, particularly Black people who grew up in a certain time period, in a certain area, just dealing with the overt racism, growing up with the matriarch of the grandmother being sort of the leader of the family. It really is just a phenomenal book. And when she gets to her teenage years, she moves to San Francisco and lives with her father. And that in itself poses its own challenges because she really had to grow up a lot in that time. And the book ends with her becoming pregnant at the age of 16. She was a teenage mother, a single mother at that, because the father did not participate in sort of raising the child. So the book really covers a really large part of her life. All the things that I mentioned were interesting, but one of the more interesting parts about her life is that as a child, particularly after some of the traumatic things she experienced as a child, she becomes more of a recluse. She doesn't speak much, not very emotional or outwardly expressive. But then it's her love of literature and reading that sort of helps her get through that tough period and helps her become a little bit more expressive and much more like a normal child. But the book is really amazing. Again, it's been a book that's been talked about since, I don't know how long, but one of her best works out of all of her works. I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. Tremendous book. I'm sure many people have read it, but if you have not read it, I recommend that you check it out. You can find this anywhere. It's available anywhere. I mean, you can online, in person, wherever it may be. But check this out. I Know Why Caged Bird Sings by the wonderful, great Maya Angelou.